Oh, what is going on, guys? Today bringing you a more of a discussion video, because as we all know, guys, FIFA 17 gameplay is pretty much dying now because Team of the Season has come to an end. And this video, guys, is going to bring you the top 5 best ways FIFA 18 gameplay could be improved. And obviously now we've come to the end of FIFA 17, and all the foot champs I've played, you know, I've played almost 2,500 games. I have a few ideas, especially which I want to cover. I just want to see what your insight is. So in the background, guys, you're going to see some gameplay back with the first player of the month, Son, back when no one really knew about him, and you'll see some clips from there. So number 5, guys, the least important, but obviously it's still the best way, is that shielding, L2R2 dribbling needs to be toned down, guys. There'll be plenty of occasions where I will have, say, a Dybala or a Sterling, and he's just holding off the likes of, Jerome Boateng, Team of the Season Marquinhos, Smalling. Shouldn't happen that way. I mean, maybe you can do it for a brief, moment or two, but, it can't happen over and over again, guys. So, that is something which needs to be toned down, and the L2R2 dribbling is quite certainly unrealistic. And that obviously needs to be toned down as well. So number 4, guys, and I think that good defending needs to be rewarded. And what I mean by this is players that don't hold an X, and players that, you'll have plenty of players which I come up against, and I get very frustrated when people are really aggressive with their defending, pulling players out of position, and get absolute jam. Whereas me, I seem to concede a lot of goals, and my defending seems to be poor, but I'm, pressuring with the computer, and then, I'm actually manually positioning my defenders so that they're in the best position possible. And I always seem to lose against these guys which aggressive defend and really don't give a toss about where his defenders are. So that is that. Now, on to number 3, guys, and but getting on to the big ones now. I think rebounds definitely need to be toned down as well. I mean, there are far too many times where I shoot, or when my opponents shoot, and I'm 2-0 up, and out of nowhere, he's had one opportunity and scored a rebound. I mean, it's very frustrating, and I'm sure you guys understand that already. So that definitely needs to be toned down as well. Now, number 2, guys, and in my opinion, cutbacks on the goal line need to be less overpowered, and there are plenty of games, guys, foot champs, 75% of players will typically run down the line, do an odd skill, and then just cut it back to their striker, and these cutbacks seem to go in every time. I mean, maybe the goalkeeper positioning needs to be a bit better in this instance, maybe defenders need to be better positioned to counter this, but like I said, guys, far too many times cutbacks are scored, and need to be definitely less overpowered for FIFA 18. As a result, guys, we can have a complete, more friendly atmosphere. Everyone's going to play better football. Defending is going to be a lot more skill based, and it's all good. Now, number 1, guys, and as always, you'll see by the pitch right here from Spencer, it is momentum / anomaly. I can't even say it. Anomaly games. Anomaly. There we go. So basically, what I mean by this is how someone will be completely on top and struggle to score or win a game. For example, Spencer, in this game, guys, his opponent had 0 shots, 0 on target. He had 27 shots, 16 on target. Now, a lot of people will say that this is purely down to, not being clinical. But guys, how can you not be clinical when you've got 16 shots on target? That then is purely down to the goalkeeping ability or the goalkeeping aids. That's not about being clinical. If you get the majority of your shots on target, then you're being clinical. It's just up to the goalie then. That really needs to be prevented, because we cannot see scenes like this as you see on screen now. And in momentum, guys, I mean, like a me 2-0 up, cruising, he'll score a rebound out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden he'll run down the line, cut back, and he'll score straight away. And I mean, momentum is definitely a thing in the game. I mean, there's a lot surrounding this, guys. But in my opinion, this definitely needs to be reduced. And in FIFA 18, I don't want to see pictures like this being evident on the game, because it's absolutely horrendous. So I hope you did enjoy, guys. If you do, make sure you smash the like button. If you've got anything to say, drop them in the comments, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys on my next video.